How's the film looking?
Good. Great. I think we've got a good one.
I thought I told you I didn't want to see him again.
I'm sorry, Francesca. It's the only way I could think of getting you two together.
You won't answer my calls or my letters. You tell Nick to say it's all over. Don't you think you owe me an explanation?
You might say I came to my senses.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
I see you're still very much married. And your divorce quite obviously could take years. I just think we're too different. I shall never understand your world.
Jessica, I've been such a fool. I know I haven't handled things properly. But Jessica, I still love you. And I know you love me.
I don't love you. Don't. Please, don't call me.
God, I was a fool. I trusted Catherine completely. I thought she was so pure, so innocent, all the time.
Not how it was.
You knew about it. Did everyone know except me?
No. No, Catherine wrote to me and asked me to explain.
What, explain that all the time she was engaged to me and playing the untouchable virgin, she was sleeping with someone else and making herself pregnant?
Kim, that's not how it was. It wasn't. It happened when she was filming. She was lonely and worried.
Who? Who was it?
I don't know, she wouldn't tell me. Not even the man's going to know about the baby.
You sound sorry for her.
I am. Sorry for all of us.
I've been waiting and waiting. When are you coming to bed?
I told you I have some work to finish up.
That was hours ago. How long do you expect me to wait up? Vic, do you remember when we first met? You couldn't wait to get me to bed.
That was then.
Well, I can think of dozens of men I wouldn't have to ask twice.
I can think of a dozen who've accepted.
And you're a fine one to talk, and I've got the photographs to prove it. Vic, I don't want to fight. Don't you remember the way it used to be? We can have that all again. All you have to do is be nice to me.
Look, how many times do I have to tell you? You got what you want. I'm here, we're together. And I'll pretend as much as you want in public. But not here. And sure as hell not in the bedroom.
Hello. What's that?
The report from the investigator I hired.
About Catherine? Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know whether we ought to read this. I don't think we've got the right to.
You mean you're not going to open it?
We wanted to find out about her because of Kim. Well, Kim's broken off with her now, so I don't see that this concerns us anymore.
Don't you want to know what's in it?
Well, I'm as intrigued as you are. But I do feel very good about prying into her past. After all, she went to considerable pains to conceal it. Maybe she'd got the right to her privacy. I know you never liked her very much, but I always rather admired her in a funny kind of way. Anyway, I have to say, I'm rather glad she's not going to be part of our family.
You stuffy old thing. You and your sense of decency.
You tell me what you think after you've seen the final cut.
Go ahead, make me sweat it out. Why can't you just tell me? Is our picture good, fantastic, or awful?
Come on, Nick. Just because your whole career is on the line doesn't mean I have to sweat it out.
Darling, I'm going into New York now. Are you sure you don't want to drive in with me?
Hold on, Nick. I told you I have to go to see my agent.
Well, you still have to eat lunch. We could grab a salad at that little restaurant next door.
No thanks, Arlene. Sorry, Nick. I was interrupted.
I'll see you later.
What were we talking about?
Sounds like nothing ever changes at your place.
Yeah, and it never will, my friend. Dropping the divorce hasn't helped my life any. Have you heard anything about Francesca?
Not much. I think she's working on her book. Vic, listen to me.
Nick, let's just drop it. It's over.
Okay, old buddy. I won't bring it up again. See you soon. Break a leg.
Okay, bye.
You're trespassing, lady.
Free beach.
Nothing's free, Catherine. So what brings you here?
Well, I'm renting about 3 doors down. Do you live here?
I bought it at the beginning of the summer. To finish my book.
Huh?
So, we're neighbors.
Looks that way, huh?
Can I offer you a drink?
As long as it's non-alcoholic.
After you all. Orange juice, okay?
You know, I came here
sorry.
because I didn't think anybody would know me. Here you are.
Is Kim coming over?
Kim has nothing to do with this. We broke up. Wouldn't have worked anyway. You know, I don't know whatever made me think.
What are you planning to do? Keep the baby?
It's my baby. Don't hurt children.
You won't think of handling all this by yourself, will you?
I don't see that I have much of a choice. You know, I'm terribly independent. I don't need anyone.
Well, I'm here if you need a shoulder or someone to carry the groceries. Drink your juice, kid. Build up your muscles. Lox, bagels, chopped liver. When I'm on my own, I return to my origins.
Do you wear a yarmulke when you eat?
You're beginning to sound like my grandmother. You don't look like her, except around the middle.
Oh, thank you very much.
Drink it. The doctor said you need calcium. Milk is calcium.
You know, I'd like to tell you something.
Far away.
You're a very kind man. I mean, I don't know how you've hidden it all these years, but...
Always been a sucker for a pregnant woman. I'll get you a glass. Hey! out on your own? What are you doing out walking?
Oh, I had to get out for a little while.
Why didn't you call?
I wasn't feeling so good. I didn't want to be alone.
Come on, let's get you back to my place.
Oh,
Oh! You all right? Come on, here, sit down.
wait,
Sit down.
no.
Let's sit down. Take it easy. Sit down.
No.
Katie, what's wrong? You all right?
I've never done this before.
What do I do?
Oh my God.
Let's get you to the house.
I don't want to lose my baby.
You won't lose your baby.
This is my punishment.
No, it's not.
Don't take my baby.
Don't worry, Katie, you won't lose
He's
it.
gonna take my baby. Nick.
I'm here!
I'm sorry, you can't go in there.
I'm staying with her.
See her just as soon as possible, but please, not just at this moment.
Very sorry about the baby. There was nothing we could do.
And Catherine.
No. Oh.
Are you okay?
Yes. You know, I just couldn't think where I was for a minute.
You can go back to sleep. You're all safe and sound.
Oh, Nick, you didn't have to put me up, you know. I could have managed.
The doctor said you shouldn't be on your own. You're still weak. I'll fix lunch. What kind of dressing would you like on your salad? We have Italian, Thousand Island, cucumber, yogurt.
Nick, you know, I've never really thanked you for everything you've done for me.
Forget it.
You've never even asked who the father was. That's so kind.
It's none of my business. Does it matter now?
Not anymore.
Okay. There's one thing I'm curious about. If you hadn't lost the baby, what would you have done?
You don't hurt children. You just don't hurt children. For one thing, Nicky, I could have given that baby everything I never had. You know, I'm sorry. Sorry.
It just wasn't meant to be, Katie.
I'm sorry. You called me Katie in the hospital, too. You know that?
I didn't remember.
My mother used to call me Katie. Why don't you go fix lunch? I'll be okay. I will, really.
Okay. Francesca?
Nick, how good to hear your voice. How are you?
I'm fine. Listen, Frankie, I need to ask you a favor.
For you, anything. It's Nick.
Catherine's had a very hard time lately, and she's just come out of hospital.
Was it something to do with the baby?
Oh, you know about that? I guess she must have told you. I'm afraid it's not good news. She's had a miscarriage.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. How is she?
She's very upset and keeps crying, and I don't know how to handle the situation. She needs a woman, Frankie, and you're her best friend. I was wondering if you could come out and visit.
Don't think I can manage that.
Catherine's just come into the room, Francesca.
Is this Frankie? Hi, Doctor. Frankie? Hi. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you, Catherine.
Oh, good.
I'm trying to persuade her to come out and visit.
That would be wonderful. Oh, Frankie, I miss you so much. I'd really love to see you.
I have to think about it.
What does she want?
Catherine's just lost her baby. She sounds pretty desperate. She wants me to go over. Listen, Catherine. I can't give you an answer right now. I'll have to call you back.
I'm gonna hang up now because I don't want to hear you say no.
I'd never see her again. I thought all that was over.
She sounds desperate.
Didn't recognize her voice.
Well, if she needs you, if she needs help, perhaps you should go and do what you can.
Does that mean you've forgiven her?
Maybe it was me, Frankie. Maybe it was something lacking in me. Dad says we shouldn't judge her. I think I agree with him. And when you see her, give her my love.
Aren't you joining us, Mrs. Mason?
Victor doesn't like me around when he's discussing business. I can't think why we've never met before.
I don't have much time for socializing, I'm afraid. My business is selling other people, not myself.
Well, I think that you should relax whenever you get the chance. More ice?
No, thank you.
Victor, darling, why don't you hold your business meeting by the pool?
I'm afraid it might be too distracting.
Sorry. So, what I said before still goes. My piece of the picture's not for sale.
That's not why I'm here. You made a great job of Wuthering Heights. It's a class movie. Our projections show it's also going to take money. It's a rare combination.
Well, so far we agree. It's also going to make a big star out of Catherine Tempest.
That is why I'm here. Now, if I'm right, you intend to put her straight into another project.
She's under contract to my company.
So I'm aware. I want a piece of that contract. No, hear me out, Victor. Hear me out. Monarch's thinking is that she should not be rushed into another movie. We should take the time to select the perfect vehicle. Now, Wuthering Heights is almost certain to collect nominations. Monarch is prepared to build up publicity on the Tempest Guild, the climax on the day of the Academy Awards. Immediately afterwards, we announce her new project. Now, naturally, I can't expect you to sit in your hands for a year. So I am prepared to bankroll your next 3 projects. The first, to be whatever you choose. The second and third, to star yourself in Catherine Tempest.
No strings.
Nope. Monarch will finance them completely. But you'd have total control. Script, cast, crew, style, whatever you want. I'm backing you and your winning team. So, What do you say?
Pending my lawyer's agreement, I'd say maybe we have a deal.
Katie, look who I found.
Oh, I wasn't going to believe it until I saw it. Hi, how are you?
Good to see you.
You're looking well.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I think
have
this calls
a
for
good
a
trip?
drink.
Fine. Long way to customs.
Well, I think this calls for a drink. Or would you prefer a tea?
Coffee would be very nice, thanks.
Coffee it is. For you. I'll be right back.
Smile. Hello. Oh, it's so much fun having you here.
Yep. Am I gonna go home? Got to proofread my book, get it to the publishers. Oh. Nick, tell her what it's like being a writer.
Oh, don't worry, Frankie. I can smell a bestseller.
You have to at least stay for the premiere.
What premiere? Didn't we tell her that Wuthering Heights was premiering in New York?
I don't think we did.
Well, I can't.
Why? I have a whole closet full of clothes in there. If that's the problem, you can wear anything you want. Now, listen, come on. You held my hand through that screen test. You think I'm not going to need you for the premiere? You're not going home. That's all there is to it. I have the car keys.
When Katie makes up her mind, you might as well give in. She always gets what she wants.
Hello!
That's cool. It serves you right.
Come on, boys. Take some pictures of your Lovely to see you. Get up from that angle, boys. Nice to see you. Come over here. There's much more room over here. Francesca, Mark, please come over here. We'll get you a drink. Thank you. One at a time, one at a time. You are going to leave here a star. I know I am. And I discovered you first. One at a time.
Well, Nick, who do we have here?
Lady Francesca Cunningham, this is Arlene Mason.
Well, I didn't expect to see you here, Lady Francesca. But of course I recognize you from your photographs. I mean, those in the society pages.
I recognize you too, Mrs. Mason. I think I saw one of your films once when I was very young.
That was a dilly.
I feel so shabby.
Victor, I have something to ask you.
Well, not now, still.
Oh, it'll only take a moment. I just want to ask you to give me a quote on how you rate the romantic teaming between yourself and Catherine.
Well, I'll have to think about that and get back to you.
Good luck, Katie. Why didn't you call? I'd have helped.
Oh, I wouldn't take you away from your script.
God, you've got the story here. Letter from Frankie to go with that.
Look at that.
Look inside.
Oh, Francesca Cunningham. To my dear friend Catherine, may her star ever burn bright. That's lovely. How's your script coming?
Slowly.
Yes. I read it the other day when you were at your agent's. Hope you aren't angry.
Of course not. What did you think is wrong?
Well, I think that if you had a woman doing all the things you have your hero Jeff doing, that it would work. You see, a woman can get away with that kind of stuff.
Yes, I see. I think it's a very good idea. Of course, you wouldn't be at all interested in playing the part, would you?
Well, you know, that's a very good idea. I mean, I would be perfect for it. However, if you would like me to play the lead in your movie, you're going to have to rewrite that role. A little more glamorous, you know?
Oh, is that so?
Well, I'd want to wear gowns, and I'd want to wear jewels, things like that. Hmm?
Hey. Clean that off. I've wanted to do that for the longest time.
Oh, I thought you never would.
I think I waited all my life for you. I love you, Katie.
I love you, too. Nikki, I've never felt like this. I've never felt this kind of love. Wait, no, stop. Just don't. What's the matter? Don't touch me.
Talk about it, just talk.
Nikki, don't.
Katie, it's me. Relax, relax. It's all right, it's all right. It's me, it's Nick. You're safe with me. You'll always be safe with me.
Just a dream I had once. That's all.
Well, I'm sorry I missed Catherine.
She's having a photographic session for a magazine cover. Then she's staying on in town for a talk show.
Well, Al just pulling out all the stops on her, huh? She deserves it with the review she got. You're #1 again this week. Huh?
Glad I got a percentage.
Well, you better start earning it, pal. We gotta come up with Catherine's next project.
Plenty of time, surely.
She all right, Nick?
Yeah, she's okay. She still gets a little tired. Losing a baby isn't something you forget. But she's okay. I'm just being greedy. I want to keep it to myself for as long as I can.
It's a real thing, huh?
Yep.
Real thing.
195%. I know, it's crazy. When you think of all the things I used to say about her. Come on, I'll race you to the end. Pick those legs up. Hang on, we'll have you running a 10K. Sit down. Make yourself at home. I'll fix us a beer. All right, then, fall down. Oh, Francesca's book. It's a runaway bestseller.
It deserves to be.
It's crying out to be made into a movie.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the rights have been snapped up by now.
I checked. They're still available. Come on, Victor. You know it should be your next project.
Jessica would never allow the rights to go to me.
Listen, no matter how things ended between you two, she would want the best person to produce the movie of her book. You know you want to make the picture. Stop fighting it.
I never meant to hurt you, my darling.
She has photographs.
Arlene was having us followed. Her condition for not smearing you all over the papers was for me to stop seeing you and go back to her, and that was the only reason. Only reason.
Oh, Victor.
Why wouldn't you listen to me, Cheska? Why didn't you let me explain?
I knew that you'd seen other women before me, and
I don't deny that. And I don't think you blame me under the circumstances. What I'm trying to say is that since you walked into my life, there's been no one else but you. I don't know how I've got through these past few months without you. Maybe it's too late for us. Maybe you were too hurt and just didn't want to get involved again. Just tell me. I'll understand. But I don't ever want to let you go again.
oh, Victor, I love you so desperately.
I was a fool to let you out of my sight. We'll do it right this time. Yes, who is it?
Hello.
I thought you were never going to answer.
Arlene, what do you want?
What do you think? To talk to you.
Yeah, well, I can't talk right now.
Why not?
I'm in a meeting.
You're with her, aren't you? I can hear it in your voice.
I'm in a meeting.
Oh, really? Well, why don't you put one of them on? Hmm?
You can't, can you? Don't lie to me, Victor. She's with you.
All right, yes, she's here with me.
I knew it! I knew as soon as you said you were going to film her book that it was going to start all over again.
But why are you doing this? Punishing us all? You got nothing to gain from this?
Oh, is that so? Is that a fact?
Listen to me.
No, you listen to me. I thought something like this was going to happen, so I went back to see my lawyer.
Hey, you can have anything you want.
Oh, that's true, baby. I don't think you know how true that is. He says that if I move back into the house in Malibu and I sue you for divorce in California, I will get everything, and that includes your production company.
He's out of his mind.
He's the top divorce lawyer. And he says if not the whole company, he'll get me a controlling interest.
And you know what I'm going to do then? I'm going to call your nice Mr. Lazarus, and I'm going to see if he's still interested in buying.
You wouldn't do that. Not even you.
Oh, try me. I said that I would never let you go, and I meant it. Now you kick that bimbo out once and for all, or I will strip you clean.
She sounded crazy. She said that...
What?
that she'd sue for my company. Or a controlling interest. And then she'd sell it.
That's everything you've got. She can't do that.
You know what? She can have it.
But it's not right.
No, she can have the company and the houses and everything else she wants if that's what it takes to be free. If I have to choose between a bunch of material possessions and you, there's no choice.
But you can't just throw everything away.
Tell me again that you love me.
Of course I do.
Oh, I thought I heard the door. Had a good evening. Is something wrong, Frank? Is it Victor? I always wondered if you were more serious about him than you were letting on.
Tonight he said he was going to give his wife a divorce so he could marry me. But it's going to cost him everything he has. His home, his company, everything.
Do you love him?
I love him so much. Far too much to let him give up everything for me.
There you are, Cheska. Come and join us.
I'd rather not. If you don't mind, Doris, I'm very tired.
Oh, come just for a minute. There's someone I want you to meet.
It took me nearly an hour to realize that he couldn't speak a word of English.
Here she is at last. Cheska, this is John Harrison Avery.
John's our new ambassador to the United Nations.
Doris has been promising to introduce us for such a long time.
Bad luck or anything?
Only if the groom sees me. Well, how do I look?
Well, I never believe it's the same girl who used to beat me at climbing trees.
Thank you, Val. You better go and get rid of yourself.
Oh, thank you, milady. You look just something.
Since you're the best man, shouldn't you be with John?
Oh, I just thought I'd see how you were.
Don't worry. No last-minute cold feet.
And you're sure this is what you want? Do you love John the same way you love Victor?
Not the same way, but... You know, with Victor, things would never really change. John is kind and dependable and single. We'll make each other very happy. Anyway, what about you, eh? We've all been waiting for months for you to ask Pandora to marry you.
Well, I'll never forget Catherine. But Pandora, well, she's more right for me.
I know. We both had our little adventure, our touch of Hollywood, and now we're back where we belong.
Here they come, I think.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Oh, yes.
Bye. Thanks for everything. Oh. Thanks. Dad. Call from France. Pandora.
No.
Congratulations.
Val. Bye. Thank you. Dinner, darling. Look after you, John.
Yes, go on.
And nominated for Best Picture, Wuthering Heights. Best Actor, Victor Mason. Best Screenplay, Nicholas Latimer. Best Cinematographer, Ossie Edwards.
Dad.
Oh, that's it. Isn't that enough? Congratulations, Nick.
Of course it is. Congratulations to both of you.
Oh, hey, you still there? Down here at the bottom of the page, nominated for Best Actress, Catherine Tempest.
Thank you.
Hello? Hello? Anybody on the line? I'm talking to myself.
Hello? Dinner tonight. We'll celebrate. Goodbye. Goodbye from her.
Goodbye.
Goodbye from us.
Bye.
Oh, but it's very special. The studio's giving the party to celebrate our nominations for Wuthering Heights.
Yes, but John will be in Washington that week.
And you're going to be sitting around doing absolutely nothing.
Yes, but I'll be in Washington.
That's only 5 hours from Los Angeles. Frankie, please come. Nick and I are going to be making a very special announcement, and I want you to be there.
What kind of announcement?
You'll see when you get here.
Kath, you are so persuasive. All right.
All right, I'll come.
Great. Now listen, call me when you know your flight plans, okay? And Nick and I'll pick you up. And now I'm going to hang up before you change your mind. Love you. Bye. Okay, now promise me you're not going to forget to apologize to Frankie. I have so many things to do. I do.
Don't worry, she'll
I
understand.
just don't know if I'm going to be ready in time.
Hey, come on, relax. Katie, come here.
I told you how much I love you today.
Well, only about 10 times.
Not my usual average.
No. He wants me to come for cocktails right now?
Mr. Lazarus said I should wait for you.
Oy.
Mr. Lazarus is expecting you, miss.
Thank you. Am I the only one here? Mr. Lazarus, I'm very pleased that we had the opportunity. It's you.
You look great, Frankie. Marriage must agree with you.
Yes, I think it does.
Thanks for coming. It means a lot to Katie. And to me.
She said something about a special announcement at the party.
Yes, I just hope she remembers her lines.
Now, it wouldn't have anything to do with you, would it?
Oh, you got 3 guesses.
Marriage in the spring?
Definitely.
I still can't believe it. It's really you. Thank you. So many years, huh?
But I never forgot.
Well, I guess we sort of lost touch.
That's not quite the way I'd put it.
It was my fault, I know.
You began a new life while mine stopped.
Well, now, you did pretty well for yourself. Head of the studio, and I'm impressed.
Thanks to you.
What do you mean?
I acquired Monarch so that we could be closer. Took a little arranging, but it was worth it.
I don't understand. I mean, why didn't you say something before?
I wanted to wait to the perfect moment.
I have a hair appointment this afternoon. And I have to get my dress fitted, final fitting for the dress. But tonight, I have a lot of things to do.
You could stay a little longer. Finish your drink.
still haven't gotten over the shock. It's like Lazarus?
Oh, we both had reasons to change our names.
Well, Katie Mary O'Rourke isn't exactly the name for a dramatic actress, is it?
I thought it was maybe so I couldn't trace you.
Trace me?
Yeah. White Tempest.
Don't know. It's Shakespeare, one of the old-time stars.
Fits, too. We've been through the eye of the storm. And Lazarus, don't you think that's even more fitting? Raised from the dead. You want to know what my last image of you was? A young girl, watching, wide-eyed and frightened as they hauled me off to jail. 10 years I got, served 5. 5 years in jail, Cat. But I didn't think of myself. Only you. I lived for your letters. They were the only thing that kept me going. Then they stopped. How could you do that to me after what we've been through
I was
together?
a child, Mike.
And I loved you. You said I was all you had in the world. And remember how we used to hold each other when you cried? We swore we'd be together for the rest of our lives.
I don't want to remember.
I'd give my life for you. The hell we went through! Your stepfather abusing you. You were too young and too
Stop
scared
it.
to stop him. Touching you, making you touch him.
Please don't, Mike. Stop
Well,
it.
you begged me to save you. Well, I did, didn't I? I killed him for you. So you'd be free of him. Well, I didn't know you meant to be free of me, too.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't. I was scared and I was confused, and they kept shoving me from foster home to foster home like some little stray, dirty dog. And then I finally saw the chance to get away and make a new life where nobody knew about all of that. People saw me clean again.
And forget me.
No,
And forget me!
Oh, yes, to forget you. I cared about you, Mike. I still cared about you, and I was grateful. But you were a part of it. And when I thought about you, I thought about then and him, and that's what I wanted to get away from.
I don't want you to go. This is your room. Your whole life is here. And when you stopped writing to me, I really thought something terrible had happened to you. So when I got out, I hunted for you. When I finally realized where you were, I thought you just turned your back on me. You any idea how much I hated you? I loved you, but I hated you.
Mike, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'll make it up to you.
I know everything about your career. Don't you want to hear about mine? I wanted to kill you. Then I thought, it wasn't enough. I had to punish you. A couple of guys looked after me when I was in the slammer, so I was all right. I learned a lot from them. When I got out, I was lost. I didn't know what to do. They gave me a job. When I say they gave me a job, I went into a business where you can make a lot of money if you take risks and you don't care too much about who gets hurt.
I did that to you.
I got very rich. Very fast. And I followed your career. Just waiting for my chance. And then I saw the obvious step. See, we had a small investment in show business and I built it up. Could have stopped you getting the lead in Wuthering Heights.
Joe, why didn't you?
Thought you'd be good. And I was right, you were great.
What do you want?
What I've always wanted. You. You're gonna marry me, Kat.
impossible. I will do anything else. I want to make it up to you.
You owe me the rest of your life.
This is crazy, you know. I won't do it.
Oh, yes, you will. Because you see, I can make sure that Nick Latimer never works again. I can have Victor Mason ruined. What about your other friends? Francesca Cunningham, Terry Ogden, I can ruin them too. I can ruin anyone who means anything to you. I only have to say the word.
You would actually do that?
More. Much more. I've waited so long, Kat.
I'll be back in just a moment.
Okay.
Victor, how are you?
Victor, this is Jackie.
Hello, Jackie.
This is Kim, Victor.
Sorry.
Really nice to see you.
You too. Hiya, pal. Boy, I'm sure glad you could make it. Where's Catherine?
That's the problem. She's missing.
What do you mean missing?
Frankie and I got back from the airport. There was no sign of her. I've rung everybody who might know where she is. She's just disappeared.
Well, she's probably
Excuse Miss Latimer. There's a telephone call for you.
You see, that's probably her.
I'll take her to my suite.
Hey, you tell her to hurry up. She's our star, huh? Hello, Frankie.
Catherine was supposed to be at the hairdresser's. They said she never turned up.
If I know Catherine, she wouldn't miss a wingding like this on a bet. Probably a good reason. Anyway, that's probably her on the phone.
They're going to announce their engagement tonight.
I heard you were married. Am I too late to kiss the bride?
Not at all. Thank you, Victor. That's very nice of you.
Are you happy?
Yes. I am terribly happy. Marriage is wonderful.
I miss seeing you around. I miss all the things we did together.
Well, everything turned out for the best, didn't it? I mean, everyone's allowed to make a fool of themselves once in their life, aren't they? It's been good seeing you, Victor.
Thanks. If you hear anything at all, I don't understand. Katie, are you all right?
Of course I am. Why shouldn't I be?
Where the hell have you been? I'd call the police, the highway patrol, the hospital.
Well, I had some things
the
to
party
do in
started
town.
hours ago. Everyone's been waiting for you. Why didn't you call?
I didn't think of it.
Catherine, what are you doing? What's going on, Catherine? Talk to me!
Today, Mike Lazarus asked me to marry him, and I accepted.
Mike Lazarus. That coat. The dress.
Just a little present.
I must be losing my mind. You walk out of the door in love with me, and you come back and tell me you're leaving.
Oh, love, it's such an overused word, isn't it?
Kath, what's got into you?
Look, it's really very simple. I've been after Mike Lazarus for a long time. He's rich, he's powerful, and as his wife, I will own this town.
I don't believe this. Kath, come on, tell me. This is some kind of terrible joke, right?
It's no joke.
How the hell did you get to meet Mike Lazarus? How? When?
I just met him. It was a long time ago.
So, that's whose baby it was.
Yes. Couldn't very well tell him, though. It's much too soon. I would have scared him off.
But it can't be.
So I rented the house down from you, Long Island, and while you were writing your little screenplays just for me, well, he got so jealous he wanted me finally. Kept flying out from New York to see me.
But you said... You told me it was Victor's baby.
Victor's? That's why you broke up with Victor.
You and Victor?
You were too wrapped up in yourself even to notice. They were in love. Francesca suddenly broke it off and she wouldn't say why. I should have listened to my instincts years ago. I didn't trust you. I thought there was something rotten about you. Well, I was wrong. You're not just rotten. You're evil.
I'm sorry I'm late. There's a reason, but I'll get to that in a minute. First, I want to thank you all for coming tonight. I would like to thank the studio for putting on this wonderful party. Nominations for Wuthering Heights. And as for my own nomination, I really want to say that I couldn't possibly have done it without the help of my very dearest friends, Francesca Cunningham, Victor Mason, and Nick Latimer. I told many of you that I was going to be making a very special announcement tonight. Actually, that's the reason I was late. I was married this afternoon to Mike Lazarus.
What do you think?
The girls will love them.
I'm not so sure Kim and Pandora will love the baseball bats that go with them, though.
Well, I'd better be off. I'll leave you to your last-minute packing.
I hope you don't get stuck at work again. I do think we should get to the airport early.
Thank you.
Your ladyship.
Good Lord, fancy getting a card from them. Isn't that your friend, the one you were telling me about?
She's been retired 10 years now.
Extraordinary, isn't it, to win an Academy Award and then choose to give up acting altogether? Now, I really must be off, my sweet. Francesca. I just wanted to tell you that I love you.
Why now?
Well, why not? A man should tell his wife he loves her every day.
Nicky, what are you doing up?
They need these pages on the set today. Go to sleep.
Are you writing beautiful lines for me? Or perhaps it's your Christmas present to me.
Uh-huh.
Come back to bed. I'll give you a present. Oh, Nicky, why don't you fall madly in love with me?
Because I don't fall madly in love with anybody. Not anymore.
I'll make you happy. You'll be different with me.
Upstairs, there are 5 bedrooms with 2 bathrooms en suite. Excuse me, Mr. Mason. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were home.
But that's all right, Miss Pearl.
I'll just show the outside first.
Hey. The real estate lady's outside. Make yourself at home.
Hello, Victor.
Arlene. To what do I owe the honor of this visit?
Well, Jason and I were in the neighborhood, and I forgot the insurance papers on my jewelry, so we thought we'd stop by and pick them up.
Will be my guest.
Oh, the premiums are paid up, I assume. I need to wear the emeralds for a party tonight.
Whatever your little heart desires.
So, what about the house? Any takers?
Well, this guy outside's been here twice before. Maybe this time we'll get lucky, huh?
I hope so.
What's the matter, Arlene? You running out of dough already?
Come along, Jason.
Thought I told you I didn't want you drinking.
What else do I have to do?
Listen, I brought you here to get you away from that. All those parties, people fawning over you.
You brought me here because you're jealous.
I brought you here because I love you. Because I wanted to keep you perfect.
You wanted to keep me prisoner.
Don't forget you're my wife.
How could I forget that?
You belong to me.
Jesus Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
All right, girls, that's my singing. Now you go with that in the nursery and have your tea.
Go with Val.
Well, I'd just like to say how nice it is to have the whole family reunited at Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Lovely.
It's a pity John wasn't able to be on the same flight as you, Frankie.
I know. Well, I'm used to his cancellations. If it's not one emergency at the UN, it's another. Still, he said he'd be here by Christmas.
Check those out.
Oh, thanks. Oh, and these are ready for Sony House.
Right, thank you.
You should put a hot tub in when you make the pool bigger.
That's a good idea.
What do you think so? You don't know what it is.
Francesca, come and help me.
Why, is he being bossy and horrible?
Yes.
Oh,
Let me see. Oh,
really wrecked your drinks away.
let me look now.
6 months' work.
If I try to find some horses. Part of a sporran?
Sporran? No.
Oh,
What?
maybe a horse's leg?
No, no, no.
No, not the right color. Wait a minute. Hey, listen, this is part of it. This is part.
I don't believe it. Look at you. You're as gorgeous as ever.
Oh, gosh. You don't look a day older.
Yeah, well, you should see the painting in the attic. Nice digs you've got yourself. Mike?
I hear you're doing another play.
Yes. Oh, I don't know. I think the theatre will always be my first love. We're doing a new production.
Yeah. That's good. I'd like to remind you of some of the ground rules here.
Oh, don't worry, Governor. I won't overstep me bounds.
Be very sure that you don't. See, you are Catherine's first visitor here in 10 years. You understand me?
Yes, I think I get the picture.
The subject of Catherine ever leaving the island is not to be discussed. I don't want my wife upset.
I hear you loud and clear.
Good. Terry. You are a male sex symbol. You wouldn't like that image destroyed, would you? Think of all those doting housewives finding out. Hey, you look lovely, Cat. Hey, you want a cocktail before dinner?
Terry, he's known all along. I don't know how he knows these things. He just does. Are you two still,
Still with Rupert, yes. Continually bicker like a couple of sparrows most of the time. And that's on a good day. I'll never leave him, though. You know me, love. No willpower. Absolutely none at all. Did you hear about Francesca's husband?
Oh, I read about it in the newspapers. Do they think that bomb was really meant for him?
So they say. There's no proof, of course, but was terrorists put the bomb on the plane, that's
Poor
for sure.
Frankie. Gosh. Have you seen her at all?
No. I hear she's going to stay in New York. Her latest book's a smash, even bigger than her first
Yeah?
two.
What about Victor?
Well, Arlene's finally divorcing him.
Really? Oh.
She's taken up with some young stud.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. And Nick?
Swears this'll be his last movie. He's gonna give up the silver screen for good and go back to his first love. Writing novels. You still carrying that old torch?
I never knew this was here. So calm on this side. Hey! Ooh.
I would have thought that the first thing to do in a prison is get to know every inch of it. You never know when it might come in handy. Anyway, I mean, my dear, look, some prison, eh? Some women would give their very souls to be in a prison like this. And a few men I know as well.
Yeah, I'd give anything to get out.
But why do you stay? I mean, what power does he have over you?
How do I get off an island?
And why did he suddenly let me visit after all this time?
Who knows? I don't know. Maybe it's a reward for good behavior. Maybe I'm driving him crazy begging for company. I don't know why Mike ever does anything.
My little kitten cat. My sweet little kitten cat.
I did try to escape once. Twice, actually. One time I don't remember hardly at all. I seem to be getting these... I don't know. It's like he's driving me slowly mad, I think. Anyway, I couldn't do it alone.
The mind is a place unto itself, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, or a hell of heaven.
Remember you said to me once, you can take anything you want from life, but eventually the gods would expect you to pay.
Yes, my darling. I do remember.
I don't think that's so funny anymore. Thank you for bringing Terry.
So, show your appreciation. How many more years before you finally admit that you love me?
I love Nick, and you know it. I'll never forgive you for taking me away from him.
I'm so tired of hearing every detail about your affair with Nick. What about us? When are you going to give a little and accept the fact that we've been happy together when you've allowed us to be?
We've been happy.
Oh, yeah, Cat. In bed. I was finally able to satisfy you. You can't deny that. I was the one who exorcised your nightmare. I know how cruel it was to take you away from the world, but I had to. I loved you so much I couldn't bear to share you with anyone else. Your precious Nick. Wouldn't have worked, Cat. He wouldn't have been enough for you. Would Nick have understood the dark side? The despair. The child inside you cries out in the night, needing to be held to chase away the demons. Don't you see? All our lives we've been tied together. I'm nothing without you. I have nothing without you. I've always loved you. I'll love you till the day I die. One day, you will love me in the same way.
Do hurry, my darling. No fun playing the hero in real life, you know. My heart's been beating like a drum waiting for you. Right. Dinner in Palm Beach, then?
Catherine Tempest is coming back to New York. She wants to see you. It's getting late, milady.
I'd better run a bath.
I better give this dress an iron.
I don't care what Estella's asking us to do. I don't want to see Catherine, and I'm sure Francesca doesn't either. Hey, after what she did to you, just upped and married Lazarus, why would you want to put yourself through this?
Well, I just feel I have to. There's a lot Catherine and I never said to each other.
And see her alone, pal. I don't need to be reminded that I lost Francesca because of her lies. And I can't believe she has the gall to contact you again after all these years.
I'm going to try and convince Frankie.
Why? Because it's going to take the two of you to resist her? And why bring Cheska into this?
You're afraid she's going to suck us back into her life, aren't you? Is it Catherine we're afraid of, or is it ourselves? Look, my friend, I'm late for my publisher's party. I gotta go.
Damn it, Nick. You better think about this. You've got nothing to gain.
I have everything to gain. I want to find out if she's really out of my system. She once meant something to all of us, Vic.
Who is it, Val?
Your carriage awaits, my lady.
Nick! What are you doing here?
I heard we were both invited to the same party, so I come to pick you up.
How gallant. How good to see you.
And you. I haven't seen you since Christmas. I was terribly sorry to hear about John.
Thank you for your letter.
How's Kim and the family?
Great. Pandora's expecting. Again.
Again?
Yes.
I see your new books in the stores. Looks like you've got another winner.
Fingers crossed. How about you?
I'm in the middle of a struggle between my publisher and Victor, who wants me to write his next screenplay.
How is he?
He and Arlene got divorced in the spring.
I didn't know.
He's in town. As a matter of fact, I just left him. Which is why I drove over here. We were discussing a visit we both had from Estelle Morgan.
I knew you had an ulterior motive. He's been here, too.
I've decided to see Catherine. And I think I convinced Victor to come with me. What about you, Frankie?
No.
Listen to me, Francesca. What can she do to us she hasn't already done? She can't hurt us anymore.
Hello, Victor.
Hello, Cheska.
Hi, guys. I'm sorry, have you two met before?
Thank you for coming. I know it couldn't have been easy for any of you.
Well, don't waste our time, Catherine. Why don't you just get right to the point?
Victor, if I could, I would undo the wrong I have done to you all. I can't turn back the clock, but I can tell you the truth.
Why now?
Because I need your forgiveness.
Yeah, why now?
Frankie, my dearest friend, I was self-absorbed totally. If I hadn't have been, there's no way that I would ever have made a mistake like that. So awful, telling you Victor was the father of my baby.
And all the time, the lucky man was Mike Lazarus, is that right?
No, it was Mark Pierce.
The director? But you told me he didn't even like you.
Come on, Catherine. He made your life miserable on the set.
Well, not through the whole picture, if you remember. One night over an entire bottle of scotch, we worked things out. I was driven in those days.
Why didn't you
So you dumped me to marry Mike Lazarus? You wanted to rule Hollywood. But you shut yourself away on a desert island.
Nicky, I didn't...
You trashed all our lives.
Oh, Nick, did I? Francesca went on to become the most important historical writer on 2 continents. Victor has 3 Academy Awards, and he's the most sought-after actor-producer anywhere.
I'd say we succeeded quite well in our respective trades, in spite of your fickle carryings-on.
And you and me, Nick, our egos would have gone to the mat sooner or later, and I would have demanded that you write only for me, and your true talent would have been just wasted.
So I'm gathering that we're supposed to thank you for saving us from ourselves.
Why? Why did you tell me Victor was the father of your baby?
Frankie, I loved you so much. I desperately needed your approval, and Victor's the kind of man any woman would fall in love with, as you well know. I'm so sorry I did that to you.
Katie, all those years I haven't been able to get you out of my mind. I know you love me.
Nick, you are the only man I have ever loved. As much as I've loved you, I have hated Mike Lazarus. I had to marry him. I had no choice.
I don't understand.
I know you don't. I can't explain everything. Please don't ask me to. I just want you to know that I did what I felt was the best for everyone. I know I've hurt you all terribly, and believe me, I have paid for it. And every day of my life, I'm still paying for it. I'm asking you to forgive me. I'm asking you.
I thought that seeing you today would answer all my questions. Instead, it raised 100 more.
What would you like to know?
Every single thing that's happened to you since the night you walked out on me. And I mean everything.
And that's all of it.
Not quite. Give me a break. I love you, and you love me. Katie, what are you doing over there in the dark?
Thinking about how happy I am.
Come back to bed. God, you're frozen. You've been crying. Why?
Just remembering how happy I am whenever you're with me.
This is just the beginning. Listen, kid. You and me, we're gonna grow old together.
It's not possible, Nick.
Do you want to get married before or after breakfast?
I'm so glad you're here.
I've got it all worked out. You're going to divorce Mike, and you're going to marry me. His threats are out of date. He's had you for 10 years, and he's not getting you any longer. We can marry the day your divorce comes through.
I can't marry you, Nicky.
Excuse me? Do you mind telling me why?
I don't have anything to offer you.
We love each other. End of story.
I don't have any time to give you.
I don't understand.
I'm dying, Nick. I don't have very long. 6 months, maybe less. Gosh, I had no idea it was going to be just the same with us as if we never split up. I came back to ask for your forgiveness so I could be at peace with myself, and oh God, here we are.
Tell me this isn't true. Dying? Dying of what? You can't be dying.
I have a brain tumor, and it's spreading.
I don't believe this. There must be some sort of treatment we can get, or we'll find someone who knows about this sort of
Nicky,
thing.
look, I've known for a long time that things weren't right. I mean, I'm not always this together. It's just been going on too long, and the doctors have confirmed that.
There must be some way out of this. Oh, God. There must be some way. You can't die now. You just started.
Nicky, you promise me you will never forget that I have always, always loved you.
She, left this. It's addressed to the three of us. I can't. When I got back to the hotel, she'd already checked out.
Nick, please forgive me for leaving without saying goodbye. You would have wanted to stay with me to the end, and I couldn't have borne that. Please don't try to find me. I want you to remember us, the way we were when we were so happy.
There was a part of Katie she would never let me see. A sadness inside. Something haunted her.
Now I have something to say to Victor and Frankie. Dying gives me the license to be blunt. Don't be alone. Loneliness is another form of death. Very few people get a second chance in life. Take it. Both of you.
I have gone to the place where I belong. Wherefore my last remaining days I will be cared for and find rest. I love you all. Goodbye. Jessica, I know you'll need time.
Don't you think we've wasted too much already?
I didn't expect it. I really thought I'd driven you away forever. How long are you gonna stay?
For the rest of my life.